Hi everyone, in our last video we talked about WordPress tools, what you need to do to have a great site edit on your WordPress. Today we'll be looking at how to create users and update profiles from your WordPress dashboard. Logged in to your dashboard, you see this also. All you have to do is go to user. When you click on users, you see all the users on your WordPress. Presently only have this user on this site, right? So the user, this is the username. You can see the edit link, you can see the view link, and you see the email address of the user, you see the role of the user, and the number of posts the user have made. Alright, so if there are people that register on your site, maybe as a subscriber, you also see their role as subscriber, but they won't be able to make any posts. They won't be able to have access to your dashboard. Alright, so when you want to update your profile, even as an admin, all you have to do is click on edit. So when you click on edit, you see this page. So you can edit your profile. You can disable syntax, highlighting when editing code. You can choose the color you want. You can check the keyboard shortcut. You can see documentation for the shortcut. Toolbar, if you want to see toolbar when viewing your site as an admin, this is toolbar. This part you are seeing right here, this dark part right here, is the toolbar. Right, so you can also see site language, the one you set up in your settings. All right, so you can see the username. You cannot change the username. All right, so as an admin, ensure you are not using admin as your username. If you're following this tutorial and you still use admin as your username, then something is wrong. So ensure you are not using admin as your username. You have a strong username that people cannot just guess when they want to log in. All right, so you can have your first name, last name here. So this nickname is what people will see, like publicly displayed. So let's just say I put Safran as my nickname. So if I make any post or comment on anything on the website, I want to be seen as Safran. So you pick it like that. You can see how this Safran already. So you can change your email address. All you have to do is enter the new email you want to use. You can update your website address. You can update your profile, and then for this profile picture, if your Gmail or email already has a gravatar picture attached, when it is confirmed, you see the picture here. But if it does not have gravatar attached, you can go to gravatar, create an account, a free account on WordPress.com. Then you use an image for that email address that you want to use. But if you have plenty email address, you can add them to that gravatar and you'll be able to select the image you want to use for each. Or if you want to use just one image for all your email address. So even if it's not here, if you comment on any website, if the website owner allows profile picture to show from commenters, your image will show. Alright, so if you want to set new password, all you have to do is click on set new password, enter the password here, and you can copy and hold. If you want to log out from everywhere, maybe you've logged in from different devices and you're not trusting if things are safe, you can just log out from everywhere else. Right, so you can create application password. Your application password allow authentication via non-interactive system such as this and REST API. Right, this for advanced user of WordPress. Right, so when you are done with what you are doing here, you have to just come here and click on update profile. When you click on update profile, you are done for your profile here. Now if you want to add a new user, all you have to do is click on add user. When you click on add user, you enter the person's username. You may ask what he or she wants to use as the username. The email address, can enter the person's first name, person's last name. If the person has a website already, you can enter it here. Then you can generate or create a new password. You see the password strength, either as weak or medium or strong, but it's advisable to use a strong strength for the password. So you can enter the password. Then when it comes to role here, you select the role you want to give to that person. If you want the person to be as an admin, to have an admin role, you select admin. If you want it to be just editor, you select editor. If you want it to be author, you select author, contributor, but I'm sure it will not be a subscriber. Right, then you check this, send the new user an email about the account. you check this. The only scenario where this will not work is if your WordPress site has issue or has difficulty sending email address out. Sending email out, if your WordPress has an issue with that, this will not work. All right, but if it does not have issue with that, it will definitely work, because if you enter my name or my email address, I will receive a notification of the account. So I can either use the password you've created for me that you sent me, or generate a new password myself, but I cannot change my username. All right, so to explain more about the user role, this contributor, author, editor, they do not have access to all these tools when they log in. When they log into the dashboard, they do not have access to all of this. There are some menus here or items here that are only specific to the admin. Admin have access to everything on the website, on the dashboard. The posts, the media, the pages, they can delete, edit, create new posts. Author can only edit their own posts. They cannot delete the post of or edit the post of another person. Editor can edit all posts. Right? So depending on what you want the person to do on your website, that's the role you will give them. Admin have access to all. Then the access of editor, author, contributor are limited. So if you have, let's say you have a shop on the website, you see shop manager. So depending on the kind of theme you are using and the kind of plugins you install, you may see other roles, because there are some plugins that maybe when you install it, maybe you want to onboard people to your website, maybe people want to register and log in to do one or two things. For example, PM Pro, we have another role, right? So it gives you the membership role you want to attach to whoever is logging in or registering. For WooCommerce, you have the shop manager and so on and so forth, SEO manager and so on and so forth. So the plugins you install sometimes determine if you have more or just limited to this. And then let's say you are onboarding user to your website and you want to give them a particular role. You don't have to stick to only this programmatically, or I'm sure there are some plugins that can do it. You can look for plugins that attach a role, maybe a role of, let's say, cooker now, a role of cooker to whoever registers on that particular site. So if anybody registers, you give that person a role of cooker. So, and then you perform some work on that role, so that anyone with that role, cooker, will be able to do maybe something on the website. For example, if I give a role of mentor to a user of a website, maybe the person is logging to the dashboard and I give a role of mentor to him or her, I'll give that person the ability to see the list of mentees under him or her. Those are roles distribution, right? So you have the roles here depending on plugins you have, the themes you have, and how complex or advanced your setup. When you add the user and the user confirms or log in with the password you sent to him, if everything goes on well, the person will also have access to log into the website and see his or her profile. You can edit the way you edited your profile seconds ago. So when it's done, the person will see the same thing like this, but will not see everything on this option, on this menu here. All right, tools is only visible to the admin. The settings, admin, plugins, themes, admin. So author is just coming to create a post, edit a post, add an image for the post he or she is creating, or create a page. All right, and then see comments on the post he or she has published if there's any comment. Right, so that is it. That is how you create users, you update users profile, you attach role to your user on the website. If you have any question, kindly drop them in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Share the video, like, as it will help me reach out to more people who are interested in becoming WordPress experts. If there is no question, that means I will see you in the next video.